Hello, once again, audience.
Welcome back to DomiNations with MacMarla and Christopher.
I don't know how many people are actually waiting and how we're supposed to get the chat up, and I'm not sure where this is actually going to be heard on. If somebody actually joins us in voice. Let's just find out. Where do we have to go for this? Open a new window.
There we go.
There we go. Hello, everybody. Now, I'm
sorry for the delay. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm here tonight.
I'm all flustered. I'm having performance anxiety. Hey, D-Money.
We're pretty good. I'm actually quite sick. I have abscess tooth that has infected my sinuses, my lungs. So I'm on antibiotics. I spent most of the day in bed with a most hideous headache.
Yes.
On the mend.
And
how are you guys? I did get a chance to read the State of the Nations. I thought it was pretty awesome.
There, that's us.
There we go.
You can actually see us.
Okay.
I wasn't lying when I said I've got a green curtain and I'm in my basement. Let's see if we can pull up the State of the Nations here. We'll do two things. Hey, it's Aria. Aria says hi. Let's see. And of course we're behind. So far behind that we think we're first.
Oh yeah, well, always. Lex is supposed to be joining us.
Let's see. Where is our dearest?
There we go. Alright, maybe I shouldn't be drinking while I'm on. Because you can probably hear that.
Maybe. Maybe not.
The first place I went to look for it because it used to always be on.
D-Money says, drink your vitamin C.
And natural tea tree soap will help you with the sinuses.
Yeah. So there you go. What were your thoughts on the State of the Nation? I want to hear what Marla has to think, or say rather.
It was refreshing. It was real language. It was not marketing fluff. It seemed to actually take responsibility for some of the glitches, and I guess they're called bugs. I don't know. I'm not a techie person. Something's dragging here.
Something's dragging.
Yeah, across my sweater.
What were you most impressed with?
There's
Can you hear somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they're talking to you, not me. Who is it?
Winters.
Oh, General Winters.
Hear?
Can I hear? No. I'm pretty sure it's just you. It's just a you thing. That's fine. It doesn't.
No. Let's
If we pull it out, you think it's gonna?
Yeah.
Do it up. Let's see. Playback devices.
No sense in only having like
yeah, I suppose.
one-way communication.
Meh. Where is it?
Oh, I mean, you know, I'm. We are going to go over the State of the Nations, and then we're trying to figure out how Chris can hear everybody talking as well as me. What's up? bear with us.
Or me, I should say.
So, should I take these out?
No, just hang on. You're gonna go what?
For a while, see how.
All right, sounds good.
No, it's in yours and not in mine.
Let's see. Oh, there. That should do it, even though he's gone now. Let's see. Now where are we at? That bunged it up. Okay. State of the Nations. Let me just add. I want to add this so that they can actually see it. So
yeah.
Bear with me while I actually get that in there.
Okay, so do I need these on or not?
No.
No, okay. If I don't need to wear headphones, I don't want to. Here we go.
I'm working on it. I don't do too badly.
I can't see it. As I was saying is I quite enjoyed the new sort of turn, the State of Nations. It seemed less like a childish marketing ad and seemed to have some real substance to it in real language.
It was good.
And it had links to other sources. You know, it finally felt like something that it's on the forums.
So they did a little bit of a review of the 5.5 release, which I thought was good to kind of go back. They outlined that there were problems with communication as far as the timelines and whatnot and expectations.
Yes. So they introduced Tin Soldier, which I think is really great, and I'm hoping that he'll bring the much-needed communication to the community.
I still say they should have stuck with Mr. X.
Oh,
New announcement window, which I think is good. I hope that improves communication tenfold. I honestly do. I think that was much, much needed. Now, understand that this is like the State of the Nations is actually written by, I believe it's written by all of them. It's kind of reviewed and passed around the office, so to speak.
okay.
So it's not any one person that's responsible for it. Don't shoot the messenger, I guess, is the story. So this is obviously a collaborative effort to improve the communication.
Right.
I would have to say.
So.
I did not read the State of the Nations. I didn't see it on the forums yet. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, I found it.
There you go. There's your link to it, D-Money. So, live bug, high-level building upgrades. There's links. There's links with real substance that actually outline some of the bugs. One of the major ones, obviously, affecting matchmaking and war ranking or ordering, as it were, was resolved. But yesterday, they rolled out the patch release for that. But complemented with that, they actually told us, some of the nitty-gritty details, and I think that kind of type of transparency.
Yeah, and I mean, it didn't have to be incredibly detailed, otherwise I would have yawned and never read through it. There was what I felt was an apology, a sincere apology for I didn't experience it because I quit after the 5.7 release. I was working to quit at that point. I'm still on the fence as to whether I'll ever come back or not.
You want to come back. You miss us.
I do want to come back. I miss my last Outlaws, and happened. I missed the game. But
the community, I think.
the community. But I mean, the frustration just.
It's lots. It is certainly lots.
And not only like with myself. I mean, it was hard to. Be a leader and try to convince people to continue playing when everything was so broken.
That is, I mean, admittedly, that is very, very difficult to do. Just because it's like, why would I bother attacking? Hey, were you going to attack this war? No, wasn't planning on it. Why are you?
So.
Now, what else do we got going on? Let's pop it back open. So the next paragraph, he kind of outlines another change coming before 5.7. And they went into a little bit of the details as to what exactly that bug was.
It might be beneficial to come back. I was quite excited about the Alliance XP.
Hey, Clash of Clans.
Well, no, but I mean, it's actually in a lot of the different games. I mean, Stormfall, what I'm playing now, which I want to get linked to my our Facebook account, our MNC Gaming Facebook account, so I can be a little more involved in that, because I love it. I've been playing it now for 60 days, and 100% hooked, but because I've been unwell, I've only been playing my one account.
Go hard or go home, as per this household is. Marla has 2 accounts now in Stormfall that she's working on.
One was gifted to me.
But our one hero, for the life of us, we can't get her to wear clothes.
I can't put clothes on her. She refused. I get it.
You buy her armor, you buy her all this stuff, and she's like, nope, not going to wear it.
Sidetracked. So I am quite enjoying that. So it's going to take quite a change to get me back into DomiNations, I think. And I like the people there too. They're pretty awesome. It's a little more. It's quite adult, so I quite enjoy that.
So they're calling this one Allied Front. I think that little cursor kind of set it up as far as the State of the Nations.
Yeah.
This is 5.5. We apologize for the bugs and the lack of transparency, the lack of communication. Yesterday, this is what we actually released. Here's the details for it. Mm-hmm. Just kind of knocks that right off, right? Takes it right off, and then they move forward and they say first, 5.7 will introduce the alliance level, and I think it is valid. I think it's valid for rewarding alliances that are active in war. I think as far as the matchmaking even, or the glory, or the leaderboard, I think that might play an integral role moving forward. Your Alliance XP. I like the fact that it's not geared around whether you win or lose a war. It's based around participation.
Well, and it does also say that everyone will. So even if, you have some people sitting out for upgrades or whatever, they'll also benefit from the perks. The whole bazooka tower, bazooka sentry thing.
Oh, the bazooka tower.
I'm just so unfamiliar with it. I don't even think I got the bazooka tower when the event was on.
I don't think so. To give you the breakdown, it sucked. It had like an 18 range. I still have one. It had an 18 range, and it was splash damage, and it would one-shot your troops.
Yeah, I know. It was an issue.
To say the least. But to be transparent and clear about that, that's what the community was begging for at that time. Right? Everybody was like, we want a defensive building, we want to, blah, 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 blah. So they ran with it, but they ran a little bit too far. The Mac attack is back. That'll be the title of the video when you actually return, right? Friendly challenges? Did they mention friendly challenges?
Yes, they did. They're coming out with 5.7. They did say. And I thought I had read somewhere that they were just betaing it. That maybe I made that up in my head. So I thought that had been made clear to the community, but maybe not.
No.
Or it was in some obscure place.
I think maybe it was in some obscure place that wasn't really formally announced. Whereas with the war replays that we're seeing now, it's flat out. There is zero excuse for people to say, "Oh, well, that wasn't a beta," because as soon as you actually touch that button, it says, beta right at the top.
Right, exactly.
In your face. So, which, by the way, is not accurate at all from what I perceive.
Yeah, and it looks like they're giving the Atomic Agers some stuff.
Ugh.
A new troop.
For Atomic Age players, they get a new troop.
It sounds kind of cool. Tactical helicopter. It deploys as well as heals troops.
But it's to a limit. It's like 10. It only allows you to deploy or transport a certain number of troops. So it's not like your entire army gets plopped down in the middle of a base. You can only deploy a certain number of troops, is what I understand, and it heals those troops.
A population cap. Well, I think it says there's a white ring. So, anyways, that'll be neat to see in action.
It'll be curious, I think. Sounds like a transport ship kind of deal, but I'm not sure how advantageous that would actually be in war. As far as the other buffs that I see the Atomic Age getting, I think I dislike that. And the reason why is because within this game, the majority of people that I have come across are either selectively upgraded or rushed. There's a fine line between those two, but almost all of the Alliance, short the ones that we come across in the last Outlaws, especially with the mismatches, outside of there, people are very, very defensively, behind. D-Money says that sounds overpowered. But it is. But I mean, that thing's got to live, right? And it's a very weak unit as far as the deployment helicopter. I think that's what you're talking about. It's not. You're not flying an actual drop ship that's invincible in there. It's not like a flying tank. I'm sure it's going to have a limited amount of hit points. So you're going to have to be very, savvy as far as the usage of it. And I perceive it'll be much like the attack helicopter, where it's like 1% of the DomiNations populace actually utilizes it properly.
Well, I mean...
It's Alan Hood.
I'm late to the party. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure I'm back. I'm just here today.
Just hanging out. I'm trying to keep. If we miss anything, I apologize, and I'm sorry to you as well. I am trying to keep an eye on this for when Lax actually does show up. If he decides to show up, I'm not sure.
Well, because you guys did a live stream earlier, so maybe he's done for the day.
I don't know. Maybe.
And it says what I love best about the ending here is World War replays and pass along your feedback here. They're actually engaging the community and asking what they would like.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it before, but they seem to mind read the community when I had been involved in some of the community gathering of the mind, so to speak, and I can tell you for sure they were quite out of touch, at least within our community, and
even with that extends beyond that.
Well, not even, I guess, the whole
the entirety of DomiNations they were out of touch with. Even the articles that we've seen put out by tertiary parties where they've interviewed some of the higher ends at big, huge games come across as being very pompous. Oh, we're doing a great job and people love us. And it's like, people want to love you.
Flying tank.
Flying tank. Of course you do, Jay. Absolutely, I'd want a flying tank too, and I'm Greek, so my tank would be huge. Took a long time to learn the helicopters correctly.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. But I mean, I bet you it upped your game a lot. I mean,
Allows you to hit a little bit harder, and
well, I mean, when I was testing them, I mean, it had potential. I mean,
there's huge potential. But I mean,
what's the range on them?
we were playing around. Is more what we were doing with them. We weren't actually attacking an actual base, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I think, the difference.
Yeah, but I mean, just because it wasn't a real base doesn't mean you can't see the value in it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Or recognize the potential of a certain troop. Yeah, so that's that.
Tin Soldier.
That's
introduction,
right.
Oh, and they're actually rigorously testing the matchmaking, right? In regard to stacking. That was the other thing that was.
Oh yeah, we sort of skipped that.
Where was that?
I think they're hoping to have a fix by 5.7 for the stacking or mismatching. Yes.
Yeah, and I agree with Jeff. But there's.
All the new cool stuff is only for atomic player.
Rushing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Rush to atomic. I hear it a lot, right? I hear it from people where they don't want to take the time because they want the cool new toys. They want the field howitzers and.
Well.
That's the little enlightened age player named Darth Chad that nobody gets through.
Yeah. No, I agree. When I was running the TV10, the 10v10s, I came across some impressive teams, and I mean, they were actually fair matchups.
Yeah.
So on the bottom end, there would be some enlightened aged, and of course, I was on the bottom end because I was slow.
You were selectively upgrading.
No, I wasn't selectively upgrading. I don't have time.
You just selected to not upgrade anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I selected not to upgrade anything except my university, right? Until it caught up to my age.
I wonder what the Alliance Award will be for Alliance XP.
Yeah, I think that'll be the biggest thing.
That'll be interesting to see.
The other thing I think they do need to address... KL's in here with us, but we can't hear him.
I can't hear you, KL. Hold on! Hold on. Try that.
Is that working? I think you guys should be able to hear me.
Oh my goodness, I totally got my thought train by that.
You got all excited, did you?
I did. Somebody wants to talk to me.
Somebody real is here to talk to me. Hello?
Hey guys.
Oh, hey!
I'm just trying to setting up my microphone properly.
As are we.
MacMarla.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
The prodigal lady returns.
The prodigal lady returns.
I'm considering returning to the game.
Yes.
So.
Alright, I'm gonna mute this until I set it up properly.
Okay. Now that we can actually hear you, and we know we can hear you, sounds good.
Awesome.
You're thinking about coming back? Why are you just telling me now?
Well, I think, it's been on my mind for a while. I clearly still have a lot of passion for DomiNations and the people in DomiNations.
Oh yeah. Yeah, passion. That's what we're calling it. I don't know. I think for anybody that's really interested in becoming that's interested in quitting the game or stagnant in the game, I think your better bet is to just focus on your university and do just enough to keep your university going and not really play. Why not? And give that a few months, and then maybe every once in a while or once a month go back and try a World War or whatever it is that you need to do to kind of keep a beat on it. I don't think quitting outright. Emotional decisions are sometimes not the best decisions.
I don't think I made mine out of emotions. I just...
No. I was not speaking directly to you.
I mean, I weighed it pretty heavily, but it was... They're having a terrible time getting a match. PT.
Yeah, and I said that to Marla before the stream started, that you guys were still unable to get a match since the resolution yesterday. But this really comes down to that War XP. So it's the lack of transparency with the War XP, I believe, is what I mean by that statement. If you could actually see what your War XP was or what the actual number was that you needed to get within a certain variance to match with another alliance, and how many other alliances there were for you to potentially match with, it'd be a lot easier, right? You'd be able to say, okay, well, we're in that range and we got 500 other alliances that we can match with. Perfect, right? Whereas in the case of PT, what I'm hearing is there are 2 other alliances we can match with. And I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it's broken. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, it's a huge speculation. What I can say at the end is that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. That's especially for a warring alliance like Prodigal Thieves. I mean, that's what you guys do.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in boot camp, I mean, you guys have had to wait upwards of 3 days to get a match in your larger wars,
That's because we're so big.
Yeah.
It's because we're such a heavyweight alliance.
Well, no, I think it's just the numbers, right?
Yeah. I mean, we actually got matched with a 40V in boot camp. We're in a 40V war right now. I just, finished my second attack this evening. So
some of the key things, though, I think DomiNations is still missing that I experienced in sort of my exploration of other games is, like speed ups and incentives to actually play the game. Whereas I feel it's very hard for a casual player to be
fully engaged and hardcore engaged.
Well, no, not fully engaged, but it's just like either you're hardcore or you're not making it. And, that's one of the things I really like about Stormfall is,
you better not be stealing people from DomiNations to go to Stormfall, eh? I mean, from an outsider's perspective, Marla, I mean, you've got some history or like some background with it. Do you think that they are able to rectify to a point that people in your position would consider coming back or have their faith reaffirmed in big, huge games?
Well, because I think they have a very unique platform. I haven't experienced something like it other than Clash is probably the closest to it, but it's quite a bit less refined, I would say. So, I mean, people are going to be, probably curious. But on the other hand, it's like, you take a break from the game and then you're so far behind.
Where do you come back in?
And
I'm floored. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt there. Lax took how much time off? Like 4 or 5 months? He's already passed me.
7 months.
7 months. He's already passed me.
But he has timelines, schedules, and goals, and he can
follow those. I
And
set
we can
those.
follow those, right?
I set those, and then I end up wasting 3 armies in a morning because kids.
Right, exactly. It's a different life, and I mean, different sort of focus. I'd probably, yeah.
I don't know. It impresses me, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I wanted to kind of look at was the actual release of, here's the fixes. I thought that was absolutely amazing. I don't know who DomiNations Vigils, DomiNations Vigils. I don't know who that is as far as relating it back to the company, but they're a super moderator, and they've actually put out, the actual, here's what was broken and here's what we have fixed, which I think that's fantastic. On offense, on defense. So what they mean
so with the war ranking, will this adjust the mismatches and
yes, and that's kind of it's a twofold thing. It's like, one, that the guy sitting across from you at the table is supposedly as close to your equal as you're going to find in that war. But two, the second portion of that is that overall you're not going to be extremely outweighted, because, like a spike trap, if you upgrade your spike traps, it lowers your XP, or used to anyways. If you upgrade your caltrops, it lowers your XP. If you upgrade your stables, it lowers your XP.
Okay, so there should be less war mismatches then.
Right. See, I was ranked actually higher as a result of not having upgraded my my tank depots. So I was ranked higher with my tank depots that were sitting at level 7 than somebody that had them at level 8, 9, or 10. Right? Because 8 and 9 are actually global. Those are global age. You could match with the Last Outlaws?
10 is atomic.
Yeah, 10's atomic. What else is there? Ballista towers?
Well, anything that was basically atomic. Any atomic upgrade would have lowered your XP level.
Sorry, what's a ballista tower?
That's the anti-tank guns.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, minor level.
You forget what they are after a while. Excuse me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just need to go cough and drink.
Cough and do all that thing. Would you mind grabbing me a glass of water, please? No. And I'm stealing your seat. Oh, that's nice and cushy.
I'm just reading through all these notes.
Which notes are you reading through?
The World War fixes and improvements.
Okay. Yep. We could try.
Wow. Yeah, lots of improvement.
It does do any. I mean, I'm looking. When I first saw that they had actually released this, I looked through it, and I said to Marla, because she's like, well, you're going to lose my interest if you release all of the technical details. I find them to be a little bit interesting, especially when taken into account that I'm ranked, with Christopher, my account. I have been ranked like 3rd and 4th when we've got atomic players that are below me.
Yeah, because this war in particular, they've stuck me to number 9, and my my target is 3.
Right, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Is like, what? How does that really actually work? My maxed out global ally would always outrank me in war, and I'm atomic. And that's... I almost think that war ranking should almost be based on... I'd say offense, but that doesn't work, does it? How do you see? It's like, because it should be like offense versus defense. I don't know. That's hard to actually say. How do you put people in order? Because, for instance, somebody with full offensive capabilities is obviously higher or can hit higher than somebody with full defensive capabilities.
Yeah, but I mean, someone with full, offenses and more defenses, they're still gonna hurt the cause overall.
Yes. Oh, they're staying up in water. Yeah, let's see if we can.
Sorry, put that down right there.
No, it's okay. Oh, there we go. There. Hi, Marla. It's a Marla. I shouldn't have switched spots with you because it's really big.
Finally get my demolition properly to level 5 now.
I'll admit, half the time I'm listening to the words that come out of your mouth. The other time I'm just focused on your accent.
I've got a weird accent.
No, I didn't say weird. I said sexy.
I think it's weird. My accent is weird.
You think your accent is weird. Usually it's like, I don't have an accent. Because people say I have an accent, and I'm like, I don't have an accent.
Well, I guess it depends on...
How long you been there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have an accent. You're just Canadian.
Well, you don't hear it yourself, right? So.
We might end up with some funny feedback.
Yeah, I've been hearing some distortion a little bit.
From our end?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's my side or... No, it's not my side.
I want to just test something. Is it? I want to know if it's distorted or if you guys hear. Maybe there should be.
And a separate defensive ranking for war.
Can you put the mic a bit from your mouth, please?
Microphone away from mouth.
Is it this one? I don't think so, because you guys should probably like.
No, it's fine. I think it's my side. Yeah.
Is it you?
Yeah, because I keep hearing some fuzzy noise whenever I'm speaking.
Okay, I'm not sure. Do the best that we can.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, everyone. I agree with D-Money. There should be an offensive ranking and a defensive ranking.
No, I don't know about that one.
No? Because if you're offensively ranked third, you would want to be attacking their guy that was defensively ranked third, wouldn't you? That's the expectation in a perfect world, right? If you were to rely on your alliance mates the way that you're supposed to, right? You were assured they could all 5-star, etc., and attack their mirrors, so to speak. You would want offensively your player number 3 to be attacking their defensively number 3. So
okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Right? That makes sense.
I follow you now.
Marla's reading. Marla's throat's bothering her.
Yeah,
You can excuse yourself whenever you need to.
I will.
I dragged her into this, by the way. She has actually been ill all day and sleeping, and I'm like, by the way, I scheduled you for a live stream.
Well, we were hoping the antibiotics would have made me feel a little bit better today, but actually this is the worst I've felt since I've caught whatever this was. Whether it's the tooth that has
caused the sinuses or the
yeah,
whatever the case might be. It's been a real good time.
I don't know. It's been 3 weeks of sick, so.
Cal, what do you think? I want to know. I want your opinion on what.
Well, state of the nation. Besides all of this weird stuff, oh man, I don't know what we're gonna do to bring the fun back to the game.
Well, I mean, I know the Lone Wolf, like the Lone Wolf PvP. I am super excited for that to resume. I've got to say that's one of the
that's quite fun.
Oh, and I think it's going to take off. I seriously do. I see great great potential, a great future for that entire system. There's been a lot of input from a lot of various sources, and I think over time it'll just become more refined, especially with the integration of our website. Allow people to actually follow the matches just right all from one spot. You don't even have to go anywhere else. It's all right from one page.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
And Marlon has said in the past, she's like, if I'm going to come back for anything, it's going to be for that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, like, I don't think I could war at this moment. It would just be
I mean, to be honest, war right now is very disheartening.
We'll see how this next matchup. I mean, Poop brought it up, I think, yesterday or today, that she was curious to see, I think it was Poop, curious to see how the next matchup looked, and I am too. How long is it going to take? What's it going to look like? And where are we going to go from there?
Yeah. I've probably played these guys like 3 times in a row now.
3 or 4.
Oh my goodness!
Just to the extent that I didn't even do a live stream or a recording of my attack. I was just like, that's nice. I'm going on 7. 3 level 6 defensive coalitions and 2 something. Anyways,
yeah,
it was fun. I got 1 star.
Well, I got 1 star. Mine were 3 because I used my raiding army.
like, when you're up against impossible matches, it's like, do I really want to train my war army?
Yeah.
Like, not that mine differed that much.
Yeah.
My war army's 500,000.
Well, yeah, because there's like also mercs and tactics, and when you're raiding,
there's lots. There is lots.
There's lots of extras. Or if you go with heavy tanks to attack, usually
I don't like the war replay features.
They're not accurate though.
The only thing I don't like about it is, like, the enemy can also watch the replays as well.
What do you mean? So they can watch attacks on their bases?
Well, actually, yeah, that's the whole point of it, isn't it?
Everyone sounds all statically and loud, is what Fresh is saying. Turn down the volume. Or where?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, let me plug mine.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh
no, that's the right one. Is that the right one? How's that?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Well, I'm not hearing any more feedback.
What are we hearing?
Any feedback, Fresh? Alan? D-Money.
Sound hurts a bit. Well, you guys are supposed to tell me this stuff.
Well, he did.
Yeah, he did earlier. Is it better now, though?
I don't know what's happening. Let me turn mine off.
Well, no, it's not. I can tell you right now that it's not yours because I can see the volume levels in the broadcast software.
I don't think it needs to be like detailedly transparent as to what people have done. However, I do think there needs to be a little bit more transparency, so you can
much better.
Yeah, much better.
Okay, good. Sorry about that.
You can right away assess if you're throwing away a war or should commit fully.
But in which case, should there not just be a button that says forfeit? You get 5 allies to actually forfeit. I've potentially thrown that idea out there a few times. That shouldn't there just be a button that
No,
says,
because some people are babies.
Really?
Really?
But how many people would call that person out? They'd be like, "Quit, suck it up, princess. You're gonna get in there and you're gonna fight. We didn't call you the first outlaws."
Well, no, I mean, because as a sort of average player or casual player, wars used to be lucrative. Now they're like the opposite of it.
Oh, yeah.
They're
absolutely.
like a resource suck.
And they are. They are. I mean, it costs roughly, I'd say, around, we'll say 700,000. If you lose, right? If you lose, I think it's costing you around 700,000 food. And at a minimum, like if you're not walking away with any of your troops, that's if you're not walking away with any of your troops, right?
Well, it was never the food or the gold. It was the oil, right? Because I don't...
Right. And the oil is still a huge suck.
Maybe that's the issue.
Well, for example... Oh, I can't even see. Never mind. No, the oil, you're absolutely right. It's still an oil suck. Amazing time. It says fix mic. Food, gold, oil, and headache.
Try to talk softly.
Yeah, I'm whispering.
I think they're talking to me. They want me to talk softly.
Yeah.
I've got this huge voice and I can't.
And then I have this very quiet voice. So it's very difficult when both of us are on. Maybe we should move spots again. Hi!
Who is that?
What's Mr. Lax?
Oh, yeah, it's Lex.
What's going on, buddy? Pete.
Tur.
He was super loud there. Should we trade it? Well, just hang on.
And you know Lex has got he's got a big voice.
He's got what?
Got a deep voice, a very loud voice.
I turned him down, so I'm hoping that I had to turn you up, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I always have to muck with these things.
Is he back?
Oh no, Chris, the mic is cracking badly.
The mic is cracked.
Oh my god, rip my ears.
Is that better? That should be better.
Yeah, I don't hear any more statics.
Yeah, I know I picked that up. I don't think that. Yeah. House on fire. Excuse me, you mean your house is on fire?
War loot needs to at least double. Oh, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, because I mean, at one time, ouch.
Fire, very sensitive subject here in London now.
Trade goods and war. Yes, that is one of the big ones, right?
Forget trade goods. Nation goods. Yeah, it's a bit better now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The headphones work well, and I was gonna try and get it to split. Loud.
You're super loud.
Say something again.
Okay.
One more time.
Okay.
And one more time.
Okay, how's it going, guys?
Oh, perfect.
Okay, because I hear this like loud sound, ecstatic sound.
I don't know what was going on. I'm not sure who it was or what it was. I would assume that it was something on our end. But of course, I have to reconfigure these things and I'm not very proficient at time.
Yeah.
So it's always like, hey, we got to start a live stream in 2 minutes. Let me just go down there and see if I can't get this set up. You should go relax, is what you should do.
Yeah, I probably should. 2 more minutes.
But I don't want to.
But I don't want to.
Let her stay. We want Marla.
Oh.
That's what you want. Don't listen to him.
Oh.
I'm just a fly on the wall.
I don't know. What do you guys figure? Are we going to start taking bets on when 5.7 is actually released?
Yeah, because I can't foresee myself coming back until then.
I mean,
like actually warm, maybe. Sounds like a tactical.
No, I like.
Okay, there's a link. Oh my god.
Amazing Thailand's Nexon probably broken.
I know.
When anything breaks in our house, it's been Nexoned. Mr. Lax Nexoned it.
Where is?
It's weird.
I'm just on the forum and I can't find it. So the tab's open.
See, Alan says he votes for the button. He wants the forfeit button just because it's like that's nice.
I mean, that would be good because people will. There'll be a lot of quitting. They'll be like, "Oh, these guys look like stackers." Bye.
But that's the whole point. Don't even give them the satisfaction. I mean, if too many people are forfeiting against you,
yeah. Well, but then again, then
a red flag goes up and you get investigated by Nexon.
Well, it would be a good system for them to know who people thought were. Oh, don't say soon, crazy soon.
Nexon soon.
Oh, if there is one thing they could take out of their communication, it could be that.
Soon. When are you guys going to fix this? Soon. I got a soon from them when I asked when the friendly challengers were coming back. They said soon. And then it was like the next week. And they said, oh, actually, they've been pulled off the shelf.
Soon.
Lose out hard on 1 star. At least
we
lose out hard earned 1 star victories. Oh man, what?
I just realized I didn't do I haven't done my second account.
Oh, you better get in there. I heard that your leader's a bit of a jerk.
Huh?
I heard he'll sit you for like 4 weeks if you miss attacks and stuff.
Nowadays, I think that would be
yes, at least you wouldn't lose your...
I know, I mean, sometimes, in those unfair matchups, a 1 star is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
These guys they're not going to attack.
Lax, did you get a match?
Yeah, these guys are not going to attack.
Lax has his mic and sound muted.
They should just make a range in World War, so if you take a atomic player, you're only allowed to take at least
Enlightenment Age. And see, the thing about that is what I don't like is in a normal team, you're always going to have attrition, so you always need to be recruiting. And so that deters people from bringing new people into the game and training them. That's the only thing I don't like about that, is on the age restriction. Yes, and I quite often went on 202 Atomics as a 153 Industrial.
153 Industrial.
When there's high-pitched sounds, it starts to crackle, so keep it mellow. I don't know what would be high-pitched, though.
My voice. I sound like a little girl when I get excited.
Sorry.
Yeah. I disagree with that.
Yeah, I really don't like that. And I mean,
You should be able to take whoever you want in war. Shouldn't matter. Just, go ahead. You want a sandbag? That's nice. So be a sandbag.
but then you're going to be hitting other teams with sandbags.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, I that's my perception of it, is that if you take whoever you want, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't make a difference, and I shouldn't have to care. You shouldn't have to care, right? Yeah, my friend said, use your sexy accent.
Oh, when laughing.
You were high pitched when laughing.
Okay.
I don't know. I as a leader, I shouldn't have to care who I put in war. As the current system lies right now, I actually double check when people join what they are. I shouldn't really have to. I should be able to say, yeah, whatever. Let's go to war.
Yeah, if you're active and willing to learn, why shouldn't you be allowed in my alliance?
That's right. Whereas right now, I'm like, I look at them and I critique them, and I'm pretty hard on a lot of them. Especially if they're on that kind of iffy stage, right? I'm like, but the other thing is that they're not going to have a good time with us, right? That's the other point. Is if seriously, where did you hear this from, Alan?
December.
If it's seriously December, then that's yeah, too little, too late at that point.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
If it is actually December, that's...
Maybe they're actually going to do it right this time, actually QA everything. And like I said, I think in 5.7 they are trying to fix the mismatches, stacking, sandbagging, whatever you want to call it. However you choose to manipulate the
matchmaking algorithm.
Matchmaking system.
Yeah. Lax, did you guys get a match in PT?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Is it a decent match?
I don't know, let me check.
You were high-pitched when laughing. Excuse me, guys and gals.
I just want to get paid and get out of there.
I think if it's wait, what is that? It's like a staticky sound when I speak. Do you not hear that?
I don't hear it.
It's a very loud, annoying, staticky sound when I speak. It's really weird.
How's that?
Not really sure what that was.
Slightly better.
Like a Sunday morning cartoon, static, from the TV. Yeah.
You are echoing, Lex.
Well, maybe if we move this away from...
It doesn't move.
Oh, it didn't move.
Oh, we got United Allies again for the 4th time in like a month.
Is that a competition, or is that just...
No, we've smashed it 3 times in a row now.
Oh, so it's boring.
It's boring at this point, yeah.
Okay. I want
Because we've already seen their bases, what they have in their strongholds, we know who they prioritize, it's just easy.
Let's try this. Just hang on.
Yeah, I can just sit closer to you so that microphone works.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Because it's already set up.
It is indeed. There. Now we should be able to just go ahead and go to recording devices. We can... Oh. Now.
Oh, Chris, you sound nice and smooth in my ears, man.
Is that better?
Oh, 10 times better. Really useful. Yeah.
I think
Fun with my ears now.
we have a winner. Say something, Marla.
Something.
Oh, Luis's wife.
Does she threaten us so hard as you do?
She doesn't threaten, actually. She'll just come across and drop kick you in the face.
It's like you do that whole, I have a special set of skills.
I have a special set of skills. No. Marla, on the other hand, she just comes across and drop kicks you.
Drop kicked in the face.
That's right. Isn't that a movie? Isn't there a movie called Drop Kick to the Face?
I don't think so.
There should be.
No.
You know that scene? What is it? Kylo Ren jumps up on the table and takes the samurai sword to everybody's their faces, and she's all covered in blood. And yeah, that's Marla. That's Marla. So I'll go check that out here.
Okay. Yeah, there's bumping going on upstairs. That's probably the 3-year-old.
They're well aware of the 3-year-old.
Yeah, this is just so effective now. My goodness.
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna go with cheap attack number 1 just to pay.
Are you guys gonna win this war?
Oh yeah, we're like monster, we're like 80, no, we're like 79 points ahead.
There you go.
With 20.
Okay, oh, are you near your microphone right now?
Yeah.
That's so weird. I have you turned up on Discord and on like my computer, and you're like super low stuff, dude.
Super low.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Is that better now?
Oh yes, loud in my ear, lower your voice now. Talk to me, radio man. Talk to me.
And how's it sounding on the stream though?
Oh, it sounded beautiful. I think, I don't know, I turned the stream down because it's gonna like feedback in my ears.
Right. I'm trying to find the chat to see if
Scroll
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna check out these, what are they called? Freedom fighters. Yeah.
Nero's domination.
Miro's used to be in PT as Sval Storum. Miroslav? Yes.
Oh, that's also a turn game.
Too much echo, can't hear the tactical helicopter.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, Courier. Okay, you guys can't hear the tactical helicopter.
Oh wow. I'm looking at the screen you guys have and everything, but like, they have on the offense with just an account, and I'm gonna be like top, so I'm gonna get the bomber and the transport in K6, so I don't know if I should anymore. It's weird.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Oh, please don't.
Sing that Christmas, you can get that dreamy voice, I like it. I really have a question you.
Oh gosh, no.
Oh gosh, no, not another one.
Like, we've had like 4 days of sunshine here.
Sing to me.
Oh my god.
Well, the weather outside is frightful.
I just watched this up.
Even in It's a Clint.
Okay, I'm gonna sell my soul to get all.
Oh, you're gonna sell your soul? What's your choice?
I already own 3. So, Courier, sure hope they fix the matchmaking since we just got matched with
Oh my god.
202.
I don't know what the hell am I doing today?
The sound is getting weirder and weirder. Oh no. Oh, we'll have to work on it. Usually when we live stream together, we're on the couch.
Yeah.
And we're in the basement.
Oh my god. Oh my
Sounds
god.
trippy.
See what I just did on attacking number 2.
Isn't that bad?
Oh,
Thanks to replays, we can go and see.
US and three generals, like hundreds of supply cards. I thought I could do it.
I don't know what the heck. I was sitting here, I was just like, tapping the screen and I'm not paying the game any attention.
Uh-oh.
This is what happens. This war is so uninspired. So I just wasted. Let me see. I wasted. What now? Let me see. I wasted 357K in food.
Why can you not do that?
Oh man.
Sound like old sci-fi movies.
No, I'm laughing because Fresh says I can't hear lax, and Clint says, thank God, Fresh.
Oh, Fresh, you can't hear that.
Oh.
That's funny, isn't it? That is funny.
So bad that I was throwing the punches and usually throwing the punches in chat.
I thought that was, and the timing on it was so beautiful. I can't hear lax, thank God.
Jeez.
Okay, so why would you not be able to hear lax? Oh, hold on, there's a lax filter here.
So what?
I've got a lax filter enabled.
Oh, really?
No.
Yes.
No.
Hi guys, I'm Thomas, the engine. Hi.
So, I don't know why. Like, your user volume is only set to 12%, and this is how loud you are. Whereas with King Lorenzo, his is actually set up to 140%, and he comes through the way he does. So obviously everybody can hear him, and they can't hear you.
Wow. Well.
Mm-mm.
I'm actually using a studio mic, so.
I think the difference is that Mr. Lax is miles away from his microphone. He's actually
He's right next to it.
he's burning the potatoes while he talks to us.
See, so what's going on, guys? I'm gonna put it on the screen.
What's going on, lads?
There's one person in this chat who's reminding me constantly that my voice is too low. I'm gonna go ahead and assume this person has a crush on me. Let's see. Who is it?
This is what
I was big on her for it. Aria, I think you like me. She just admitted in chat. No, I'm taken, sorry.
Hold up, Fresh says he can't hear me? No.
Fresh, I think mushrooms and things start getting weird.
Oh, I can give you Aria for a price. I can give you a nice, good, like, I can read you hop on pop and send you, like, a recording of that.
No, Pat, no, don't sit on that.
Sit there, drink with wine, and you're like, oh, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. And I'll turn it way up so you can't complain, okay? That's what I'm giving you, Aria.
I'm pretty sure
I
that
can't hear King Al either. Okay, so when
I'm
we
already speaking, so I'm just listening.
when we changed it to this mic, which sort of fixed our issues.
maybe try that.
I guess, do you guys want me to stream this on my stream so that it comes out of the body, or is it just on your end? It's just like...
I don't know. It's just on our end.
I
That's
can
all.
hear Lex. I can hear Lex clearly.
I can hear Lex clearly.
Yo, let me turn off the. Turn the stream on just to see.
I can hear King Lorenzo with his accent.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I can hear myself.
I can hear myself.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
For $19.99, you can get an exclusive Hop on Top reading with my voice cranked through the roof. But wait, there's more.
Oh gosh, the running. Oh, is that Clint? Oh, I remember Clint.
Pay now and I'll add a free reading of Green Eggs and Ham.
It's nice when it
No, Clint, what sounds dirty is if I were to say, and I'll do a free reading of Are You My Mother? That sounds dirty.
A free reading of Are You My Mother? You're not my mother, you're a giant snort.
When I chose the book specifically, because I was like, that would be so dirty. Instead of a video, Are You My Mommy?
What's she says she'll pass.
She's not sold.
You did a horrible job there, Lax. Better luck next time, buddy.
Oh my.
All right, so yeah, no, I'm super hopeful about the actual changes that are coming in 5.7. I hope that they continue to listen. I mean, I thank them profusely for providing me a little bit of a precursor and having a conversation. I hope we're able to do that on a monthly basis. I'd like to think that I'm helping. I'd like to think that they're listening somewhat to the community and to me and blah, 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 right?
Yeah, exactly. Kale and Lax has an echo.
Of course they have an echo. You have an echo. Like the car?
Echo.
Anyways, I do think I have to call it quits here. I can feel a coughing spell coming on. This is why I've been off work, because I have to talk all shift.
All day.
And then I have these coughing fits, and
That's where it ends.
well, at work I have to just work through it. I hope you guys will just excuse me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been great to see you again, Mom, and please hurry to come back.
Aw, thanks.
See, this is why I dragged you down here. It's because I knew everybody would just be right on top of you and saying, "Get back! Marla, when are you getting back?" All right, I'll be up in a little bit here, sweetie. All right, let's see what we can do here. Hold on. No, you don't, you dare. Set as default. Disabling those. Disabling those. Saying okay. Coming in here. I can't hear them now, so if you can hear them, great. Let's see where that's at. Is it on this one? Check. I guess that really wouldn't help anyone.
I'm trying to find out the link of the other.
Maybe. This is the problem we have on one microphone.
That was actually really good. Good driving.
Recording devices. There. Playback devices. Enable. There we go. Now we got it. Now can you hear me? One way or another. See, now we should be back to normal, or what we're calling normal. And everybody should be happy about that. Lax, are you still screaming in my ear? Oh. There. King, are you screaming in my ear? Beautiful. See? And everybody on stream, what are we saying? See? 20. You mean quality over quantity? Do you guys like my green curtain? I think I'm not sure if people actually believe me when I said, you know, I don't have a green screen. I have a green curtain. The next time you see me, you don't have to question it. So, all right, about the update. Well, if you haven't read about it, let's just see here. That should have pulled it up for you fresh. They seem to be very, working on the transparency of it. I know that the new gentleman, Tin Soldier, I really wish they called him Mr. X. I thought that name was going to stick. I was hopeful. But we'll call him Tin Soldier. Certainly a gracious and warm welcome to the community. I'm still hopeful that I'm going to get some sort of an interview with him. But he's actually taken over the Twitter account and been extremely responsive, very witty, very charming, but also very transparent and to the point, which I think is exactly what the community needed. And he works for Big Huge Games. So he's working in conjunction and alongside NB4, who works for Nexon, but he's with Big Huge Games, thus to mean... that's right, he can... yeah. Or at least faster, but I mean, they are supposed to work in conjunction with one another, right? That's the whole purpose there. I wish you the best, and we'll talk to you next week. Don't. That's bad. Bad idea. Let's see here. This gentleman just wants me to pull this up on full screen, so you know I'm all about making people happy. You should know this by now. I really wish, Clint, I wanted your input. I was really hoping that I could get you on voice or coerce you to come in here and man, between the two of you guys. Not that I'm not entertained. Not that I'm not entertained. It's just window capture. I don't know. Temp 2? Sure. That's the one. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll stick that bad boy over there. And we'll tighten that up a little bit there. And that one there. And that one there. Oh, sweet. See, we're getting a Clint. Clint is going to come and say hello to us. Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, Clint's been playing as long as I have, if not longer. I think longer. I'll give the guy... It's just no reprieve with you, eh? All right, let's... Boot, boot, boot. He's going to walk in and that's what he's going to say. Chuck. All right, there you go. Now you can stick it in full screen, and it looks pretty. Well, it doesn't look pretty. I mean, it's me on the screen. Let's face it. But you can deal with that. Here, we can just do like a. I've always kind of wanted to do that with my chat or with the live stream. So if we go like that, and then I can just kind of, okay, guys, maybe I don't. You could literally, I think what I like about this software is that you can put as many windows as you want in there. What is he saying? I can't hear Laxer. Alan? No, they can't, but they can now.
Alan. Alan.
Alan, I can't hear you. Fix it. I can't hear Alan on stream. I can't hear him fix it.
Man, you guys. Just
Alan.
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 Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What movie is that from?
Oh, you catch on very quickly.
Yes, and I was gonna say that from you're saying that from a movie. The amount of times you spam that.
No, it wasn't the amount of times that he spammed it. It was, what is it? And they've got that freaky band is in it. What is the name of it? I am a pit bull terrier. What is it? Right? I am right. Am I not?
It is from a film, but I don't know which film it is from either.
Oh, god dang it, Lorenzo! You really had me going there. I thought you knew the answer to this.
I hear
Oh, here we go.
Cool noise.
That's Clint coming in. That's what Clint sounds like when he makes a special entrance. Hello,
I-
guys. Oh, I'm here.
I just got chills. That's how I can tell that he arrived.
It's like a cool hand of death touching across your back. Eh?
It was something ran up my neck a little bit here, and I was like, "Whoa, that's Clint!"
Goosebumps, your hair on your arm stands up.
What's going on, man? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
So, what do you think? You guys all sounded pretty excited in regard to a lot of the changes. In regard to, I think what excited me was that I wasn't. I don't feel like a huge sellout now that they've actually followed through, and that you guys are excited too.
Still a sellout in my book. You will never change. Can't believe you.
Yes, that's all right.
I'm excited. Taking everything that they said out, like the content that they're talking about, for me, the level of clarity and transparency in the communication and kind of how they were more forthright than they've ever been, and kind of owning up to some minor things that have happened since the last update, and just the whole tone of it was a big thing for me.
Well, and that was even from yesterday in regard to, hey guys, this is specifically what was broken, and this is where we fixed it. These are the buildings that were affected. That to me was just monstrous. That was huge.
Yeah, night and day.
Right.
Overnight, right?
Well, and it wasn't overnight. I mean, I understand that he has been in on Twitter, right? So we've been kind of pinging him back and forth, and Maggie Pie's been talking to him, and the ICR has been talking to him via their Twitter account. So there's various individuals that have been harassing him without really knowing that it was him. Because he didn't make this big grandiose appearance and say, hey, I'm here. I'd like to do that. I'd like to get him and have an interview with him and poke his brain a little bit. But I agree with you. 100% I agree with you. It doesn't matter what the context was of those fixes. They could have called it whatever they wanted. It was. The message is very clear. Hey, look, guys, we screwed up. we screwed up, and we're going to work on our communication, and this is where we screwed up.
Yeah.
So, what type of a timeline? And don't say December. If you say December, the same as Alan, I'll disconnect you.
December.
For what? What
For 5/7.
Oh, I think 5/7 will be out by mid-July.
Mid-July? That's what you're saying.
Would be my guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you speculate they're going to do to fix sandbagging or matchmaking?
I think the two best solutions are already out there, and the ones that are easiest and that many of us have suggested at points seem to be.
What, are we talking about the exclusion of the bottom end or weighted averages?
I think those are the two best and easiest to put in.
Yeah.
Depending on viewpoints on the situation, but I think either of those would certainly work to some extent.
Yeah, the exclusion of the bottom end, that one kind of scares the poop out of me.
I mean, it scares me too, because if you take out our bottom end, then all of a sudden,
Well, see, what happens is that in order to actually make that a viable solution, you'd have to exclude 50% of the alliance. Because you can sandbag up to 50%, right? So you're cutting out 50% of the alliance, and then if you're going to do that, so say that's in place tomorrow, all of a sudden that bottom end doesn't count. So you know that you can include, you're encouraging people to have like these maxed out, all atomic top to bottom alliances, and I'm not sure I like that.
Yeah.
Wait, so say that again, because I may have missed part of the stream. So they're taking out like adding Enlightenment Age and Industrial Age kind of like bases to war?
No. I'm just saying theoretically, we're talking about what solutions they're testing, or which ones we would like to see if it was out tomorrow.
I see.
And we've talked in the past, although that's a solution that I presented along with many others. Like, I don't think it's necessarily the best solution. It just was, dear God, just please try this.
Oh,
be a big change of anything, and it would be better than what it is today. So
Well,
I've never said that was the best thing.
yeah.
It'd be something you could literally do in 5 keystrokes.
And I'm with you. I mean, all the way. I mean, I think there was at least a dozen of us that were like, we don't even care if it's a broken solution. Show us that you're doing something. Right.
Give it a shot.
Try it and see.
This has been almost a year now, 10 months, 11 months.
Yeah, well,
just anything.
We'll help you out. We'll give you some feedback.
Ball, whatever.
Yeah,
like anything, just do something. But I really like the Lions XP thing. I think that's really good for.
I'm pretty stoked about that, to be honest.
I think it speaks to the activity of the Lions. I think it speaks to how participative an alliance is as a whole, and I think it gives another number other than glory, which we all know is kind of whatever.
Oh, it's a joke.
Yeah, so I think it gives another number to kind of tout and hold on to, or feel proud about, or whatever, and I think that's a good thing.
Well, you know
what I mean? Because it's basically conducive on making attacks, right?
Yeah.
And attacking various ages, and just activity level within every war is how I read it.
Yes, so, it's not winning or losing, it's just activity level. I like how many people did you have in war, how many people made their attacks, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, these guys that just ran us over 3 times in a row literally made 2 attacks.
Yeah, they just got put off by playing us for so many times.
I'm willing to bet that's what it is. Sorry.
Is it unfair for them or unfair for you, or?
Well, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter if you're above or below. It's still
the other way. I've been on both sides of it, so.
Yeah, so either way is unfair.
Yeah, the experience is crummy if you're stomping or getting stomped. Either way, it sucks.
Yeah, well, we got 691 XP points, and it's a mismatch in their favor.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What I mean by it's unfair by definition is like it wouldn't be fair for the 9-year-old, and it wouldn't be fair for me to go and challenge one another in a hockey game. Well, depending. I mean, but you get my point, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So what? No, that Alliance XP. And I mean, I was going to say I have some experience from Clash of Clans as far as alliances getting levels, and the bonuses therein certainly do bring in and draw in active players, people that want to play, and those perks are certainly they're noticeable, right? Especially when you're.
I know Vainglory has something like that too, and it's really cool. So I think there's nothing but upside.
All right. How long did you say it took for you?
Oh my gosh, for us to match?
Yeah.
Was it a day and a half, right?
Yeah, a day and a half.
A day and a half.
And this was actually another thing that I wanted to mention earlier when talking about the communication, but I went on all fronts. I was sussing this out within the Discord community last night, kind of trying to troubleshoot, okay, who's gotten matches, who haven't gotten matches, what are the common threads? And the threads I could see was over a certain amount of atomic people in the search meant no match. Like a couple of alliances that had just a handful or none were able to match. Any alliances with a significant number of atomics weren't able to match at all day. So
really,
someone had started a thread. At least that's what it sounded like to me in the 20 alliances I talked to last night. So I tagged him before last night in Discord. I don't know if he saw it. And then this morning someone else started a thread, and I made a comment and said what I just said in the forums, and tagged Tin Soldier and MB4. Immediately, Tin Soldier responded saying, "Okay, thanks for pointing this out. We'll look into it."
Look at that, eh?
Within 2 hours, he was posting an update about how they had rejigged the atomic weights to adjust the pools, essentially. And by pools, I mean what an acceptable match to your alliance is. They rejigged those a little bit and to try again. So at that point, I had sent a note to CS too, obviously, trying to get a hold of everyone at this point. But so I canceled the search, changed the number, did a few things. I mean, we changed the number 5 times in the last day and a half, with no luck. But as soon as he said they changed those pools, I went, changed the number, and started a new search, and we were matched with our current match. So.
Which is our match that we've had 4 times in a row.
I love
or like
it.
3 times
I know
or
you
whatever.
were talking a little trash about it earlier, but I will take this match all day. These wars have been with under 5 stars in the end.
I've seen that Milton.
Exciting. And
seen that Milton Keynes guy, like his face just underwater with like Clint's hands going ah. So like it's just one of those things where like it's nothing new. Wow, what do they do to that guy? Don't worry about it. It happens like every Sunday night. It's fine.
It's the Sunday night matchup. Let's try this. I know that we've been staring at the State of the Nations that I had up, but I am in the Last Outlaws right now. I've opted in for war. Let's see how it looks. I know that our war just ended. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get a matchup. Did I just hear King Lorenzo sigh?
I'm glad because no one watched the replays of how woeful I did.
I'll save you. I'll save you. Hey, Poop. Get King. Ask. Hey, King Lorenzo. Can you say they're magically delicious?
Yeah.
Repeat after me, buddy. They're magically delicious.
They're magically delicious.
Please, I would pay you to say
Gold.
that over and over to me
Gold.
every night.
That was absolute gold.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
You guys are. I'm sitting here just trying to be quiet.
Just keep talking for a second, Gail. Please, just keep going.
No. So it's gonna be is I'm gonna sit there and get some like Botox treatment, and I'm gonna look at you and say it, Lorenzo. Okay, Lax, you look magically delicious.
Is that what they're calling it these days? Botox treatment.
Get some plastic surgery, Locks. You look magically delicious.
Chris, bring it back in. We're going off the rails here, man.
All right. So
I'm still stuck on Botox jokes. Please.
I don't know who to exclude. We've got. Do I sit myself? I don't want to sit myself. Who's gonna sit? It's a hard choice, isn't it?
Sit me.
Yeah. I'll sit. You're already sitting. You're out the door. Never mind sitting. You know what? I'll tell you what. We're gonna run a risk, and I'm gonna include all these guys down at the very bottom that you see aren't included. Do you know why they're not included? because I've never even talked to them. I don't think they've. You should watch my attacks first. I don't want to. Dude, I've seen your attacks and you're amazing. You don't need to rub it in. I feel like a puppy getting my nose stuffed in poop. Did you guys get that?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah?
Savage wordplay.
Thank you. High five. High five.
Oh, MacMarla, she's still in? Oh,
She's not in. I didn't put her in.
who's Totoro? Totoro.
I know that's what the question was, is who is that guy?
Sean.
Hey, Jake. You guys know about the Japanese cartoon Totoro, right? Or whatever, the Chinese, I don't know, the Asian cartoon.
Hey, there you go. Now,
Totoro.
yeah.
Never mind.
I mean, I've never heard of Totoro in anime before, and I'm like the biggest one of them.
It's it's animated like cartoon. It's like, imagine like Snorlax, but he helps kids and he's fun. So imagine that.
Okay, so why am I still ranked? Well, I guess I'm 5th, right?
You're like 189.
I'm 5th. What's your XP sitting at?
Mine is sitting at 189 as well.
Yours is at 189. So realistically, you and and that's, I think, where you and I probably belong, right?
I think I'm ranked like above you because of my my atomic defenses. I think maybe, and my atomic offenses.
Do you have atomic defense?
Yeah, my tank depots are at level 10.
Oh, okay. So, okay, but no, I mean that looks more realistic at this point because I know that Felix was much heavier than I am.
Oh, Felix! Oh my gosh, he's a beast.
Oh yeah.
How different are your rankings now that they made these changes?
Surprisingly not a whole lot, but I mean well, no, that's not true because Felix was he was sitting down at like 6th or 5th, right? For a while he was sitting at like 5th or 6th, and I've always been like 2nd or 3rd. So, and I figured out, I was actually looking at this screen here. So I was looking at where it says like on defense. That's what I was staring at. And where it says on defense, that's where I'm not, right? So guys that have my stables were sitting at level 7. My ballista towers were not at level 7. Spike trap, stables is the big one that got me because my stables were actually sitting at level 7. So if anybody had done like 8 or 9, obviously that would have dropped their war ranking, and I'm pretty sure that's where Felix dropped his, right? What other ones?
Some of those I'm very suspect about. Whether, I don't know.
What do you mean?
We were monitoring that quite a bit in PT, keeping track of upgrades and seeing what affected what, and I don't know, like stables, I don't think affected it very much, if at all. To be honest,
they affect a lot.
We had a list of like 3 or 4 things that we thought affected it, all of which were on that list to some extent.
Traps? What about traps?
No,
traps were something we were tracking. Yes, but like stables. I mean, I had all atomic stables and whatever, and I didn't drop because of that or whatever. So I don't know. I'm just wondering if maybe there was it was the weighting or something. I'm not saying they released bullshit information or anything like that. I don't know. It was just odd. It was a much bigger list than I expected. So
that is ranking by level, not by war weight. The war search rank is not the final war rank. Okay.
That's a good riddle. Yep.
Does that make sense to you? Obviously not if you think it's a riddle. What they're saying is that this screen that I've got up here on the far right hand side, here we go. This screen I've got up here on the far right hand side is ordering by the XP level that we all have. Okay? So it just literally says you're first because you've got your XP level is 203. You're first because you're Well, Beast's like 207, I think. Felix, you're second because you're a 203. Sir, and then on and on down the line. Whereas when you actually match with somebody, it organizes your level, like first, second, third, based on your actual war weight.
Okay.
So this one's from the XP. This is from your raw XP. The one in the war ranking, when it was back here, after we match, obviously, is based on your war XP, for lack of a better term. And I think they've got to have some transparency on that. That's one thing I would really like to see. I guess you don't get that? You're still not with it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm with it.
Okay. In it.
In it, man. You know what I mean?
How did they mess up on so many structures is what Fresh asks.
It's an impressive list.
It is quite the list, but I mean, the fact that that list exists is more impressive than the fact that it's so long. Right? They've taken the time to actually list these things, and that was yesterday before the State of the Nation, so I'm hopeful.
I'd love to see this game on like a PS4 or a fully PC, a full PC platform.
What do you mean?
The graphics would be so awesome.
You think so?
Yeah.
Better get rid of that soundtrack though. Unattractive.
Very unattractive. Oh gosh, can we mention that to them, please? Get rid of the soundtrack. Like, they've updated everything since the game came out, and the soundtrack remains the same. Like, really? Come on.
The soundtrack's
they've given us snow in the wintertime. The soundtrack's still the same.
Do you?
We remember when Narnia used to be full of like trees and stuff, but nowadays we can't even go outside. Soundtrack.
Actually, I was pretty disappointed when all my snowmen went away. That bothered me. I was intentionally saving some of my snowmen because I thought they were adorable. I was like, "Aw, I've got snowman," and that's not what a snowman looks like. Where are you guys from?
I also have to mention that they discuss having multiple Q&As in the future to discuss issues, and I really appreciate this because, like,
yes,
to be honest, like, we're obsessed about this game, right? All of us, we are. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. Like unhealthily.
Almost to an unhealthy state.
Oh no, I'm saying it is to an unhealthy state. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
But who knows the game better than people like us then, too, right? So like the fact that they're willing to actually like listen to the feedback of the community, it seems like, or more open to it going forward. I think that's positive too.
But I'll stop you right there because the last Q&A was an absolute joke.
Oh, I know.
You know, they've got to get some technical know-how, and they've got to actually fix the forums, properly fix the forums so that they look like they're professional forums. You know, the fact that they can't even get their confirmation email to go to a Gmail account without being marked as spam, like, come on. Like, it's right from the get-go, right? These things need to be ironed out. And then moving forward from there, if you're going to have a Q&A session, the developer is not allowed to say yes. Just call it an answer. Are you going to fix this in the future? Yes.
I guess I'm more speaking up to the willingness to have discourse.
Absolutely.
More in the future, and that's kind of what I was like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the last one was a disaster, and we all know about that. Like, I was as frustrated as anyone. But believe me. But
I live streamed the last one, so you think? Yeah, I had a heyday with it, and I let them know. They were all excited that I was going to be live streaming it, and then it blew up. And all of a sudden, I wasn't a friend of theirs anymore.
And apart from it breaking and all that kind of stuff, like, and the non-answers or whatever, like, it's like you have 800 people saying this is an issue, but then you say, oh no, it's fixed already. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. Like, you're saying like 5% of alliances are dealing with sandbagging right now, but it's fixed. Like, that kind of tone-deaf nature. Like, I mean, at least it seems like to some extent they're willing to listen more now to like what's really going on there. I don't know how to put it best, but
Yeah,
it's at least a positive step.
Yeah, I agree that it's a positive step. I would like to see some more real answers, though, I guess, is ultimately where it's at. But the willingness, you're right, is certainly exciting. I'm excited to see a timeline. What bothers me is that people had to complain endlessly before they started making improvements. It's a move in the right direction, but I'm still a bit skeptical. And I think we all are. Amazing.
Yeah.
And, nobody's sold on this,
We've dealt with this for what, a year plus?
Yeah, it's been a year plus, and trust me, Clint and Lax and King Lorenzo and myself and a lot of the people that are watching this stream, we've been through some stuff. I think Clint would agree. We've been through some stuff, right?
Yeah.
So no, we're certainly not going to be like, oh well, Clint, I guess you can pack your bags because they said that they were going to fix it. So let's just go and drink. That's not where this is at, right? We're certainly like the proof is in the pudding. Yeah. King Lorenzo likes that statement.
Yeah.
You're a pudding guy?
Yeah, I actually like pudding, actually. Very nice.
See? So, no, I think you're right, though. You are right. We're all skeptical. Everybody's skeptical. But in and alongside that skepticism, I am more than happy to encourage the right changes and encourage that communication and nurture that two-way street that they have now, or new leaf, as I would like to say.
I just said a tempered hope, I guess. Is
tempered,
the best way to put it.
Tempered hope.
For me, I mean, we the track record is established, and
yeah,
like you said, we've all gone through some shit in the last year. So I mean, it is what it is. But literally a couple weeks ago, I talked to multiple very active members of the community, and they were all wondering, like, is this a joke? Like, are they trying to think of the thing that could possibly screw the game up the most and then do it? Like, we were literally like, people are like, is this a conspiracy theory to kill the game? Like, it's like, this is a legitimate question.
And I've had that question.
At that point, you know what I mean? Like, so.
And it's so hard. It's so hard, isn't it? It's just like, well,
what do you say? You know what I mean? Like, I try to keep it positive and try to whatever, but didn't have much of a response for that for a few weeks.
Yeah, it's and I asked myself those questions. I mean, I was, when I reached out to Big Huge Games, I wasn't honestly thinking I was going to get much of a response. I was thinking it was going to be me sending off a couple of messages and maybe getting some fluffy answer a month or 2 months later. The fact that I got a response as fast as I did, and the fact that I actually had managed to have a phone call with some of the developers, and then moving forward, they're like, yeah, let's do this every month. I was like, no, let's totally do this every month, right? And I think it does help that I have some background in the gaming industry and IT industry. So to a certain extent, I've had to deal with developers. I know how that process works. But I'm hopeful. I certainly am. I'm very, very hopeful. And thankful that I had the opportunity. Amazing.
Look what I started in chat. Look what I started.
I know. I just read that.
Yeah, I'm that's all I've been reading. I'm like,
Hello, Mohammed.
You know what I mean?
Bloody Muppet.
Love that. I love it when you guys say that. Oh, I love being called a Muppet. I love being on strings. Yes.
Stop it.
Mohammed's a little bit late to the stream, but he's here, and here we are. This is us.
Better you get some stream on than none.
Yeah. What else? I think we covered it. Was there anything else you guys wanted to bring up? Other than being called a Muppet?
I love that. That's can you do that from now on? If like I pay you, can you just come to my house and be like, "Oh, you silly little Muppet"?
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, Lax.
Yes.
What's your new outro, buddy?
I don't have one. Oh, God. I gotta look up. Let me look this up again.
What's your new outro?
Thanks for joining, guys. I'll catch you later. What is it? Oh yeah,
Wow.
nipple chips.
What did you say?
That's what it is. Yeah.
No, he said, what did you say?
I said nipple chips. What are you kidding me? Chris came up with that. All original. I think it works, right? Does it work? Does it sound good? Does that work?
I thought you said something else.
No.
I'm fascinated, to be honest with you.
No, but the point is, no, look, the point is that I send your mind on a dark journey, you know? With that. So, like, you're like, oh, I thought he said, oh, that's the whole point. I'm supposed to think he said that. Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah.
Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll catch you later, nipple chips.
And on that high note,
Nipple chips.
it really sends it out with a bang, you know?
It does. At least people like, what did he just say?
You should
Did
like,
he-
do some like jazz hands if you can too.
Nipple chips. All right. I think that's about it. I think we should get a poll going. Who wants to start a poll here?
Nipple chips wants a pull.
No, I wasn't talking about a poll for the nipple chips outro. I was talking about a poll for when 5.7 is going to be released.
Pretty sure Fresh is gonna have different opinion on that.
Oh.
Release like
Ooh, talk to us about it.
maybe around the 4th of July.
Between KL and nipple chips, I mean,
No,
that'd be
no,
good.
KO just
That'd
has
be
this
really
very
fun.
suave voice. I love KO. He's just like,
Man,
what are you gonna do tonight? Let me tell you what we're gonna do tonight.
Oh god.
I love it. KO, it's great. It's so good. KO.
Oh man. No, I've just been here looting on my GU account. Like, I don't want to laugh anymore. You're making me laugh.
Tell me how you draw, please.
You having a Bob like that Bob Ross moment.
Do you use one finger or two fingers to draw?
Holy crap!
I hold the
I use
pencil
two,
free. Oh,
sometimes three for warheads, but don't tell anyone. Are we still on stream?
yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
I was just, I'm just hanging out here.
I'm just like Clint Expose episode 5.
All right. All of you that are now currently tuned in, you're welcome for that little bit of a bonus sequence there. Thank you very much for tuning in. I left a link there for the poll. Go and let us know what you think. Don't forget to pound that like button down below. And as always, keep your sticks on the ice. Have a good time.